Do we really need to detach from people?
When you spend your life trying to fit in, as most of us do, we really forget who we really are. And I think that life continuously tries to give us those little hey reminders, like, these are things that make me uncomfortable, and these are things that make me feel good. Like, I didn't really know myself for a really long time. I was so caught up with wanting to be accepted and wanting to belong to a certain group of people, or just to have friends, like to actually sit in silence and get to know myself. I used to think that was a very scary thing. I was afraid to, I guess, be disappointed in myself because I knew that I was letting myself down by not really being true to myself, not even knowing myself. Then you might be changing, right? You might be evolving and coming into new values, or realizing that certain old things about yourself no longer matter. You find them to be no longer serving you in terms of growing and empowering you and taking you towards your goals and becoming a better person. You might find that, your circle of friends begins to change. And this, again, has nothing to do with other people. This is all about you. And I believe when you do this with the intention of love in your heart, and you're really wanting the best for yourself and for others, it will work itself out naturally, right? There are people who I still cherish the memories that we've had, but we no longer, engage in each other's lives. And that's on me because it's a choice I made. And I will leave that door open for them to grow and them to improve themselves, so that at that point, when they are the best selves and they are able to treat me with the respect that I give them in return, we can have a friendship, we can have a relationship. And that might be the case with family members as well. So what I'm talking about here is having boundaries, because when you don't have boundaries for yourself, no one else has boundaries for you. People think that they can do things, say things, treat you in certain ways that they will not treat other people. I come from a small Caribbean island, and we have a saying that says, monkeys know what trees to climb. And that means that people know how to treat certain people because those people have very clear boundaries, and then they treat other people like total crap because those other people don't have any boundaries. They are not even sure, or they don't even recognize that being ill-treated or mistreated is wrong. So I want to encourage you on your journey of growth and self-development that you look at the people in your lives, you look at your values and the person you are becoming and wanting to be, and you start to align yourself with the values that support your growth and support who you are becoming. So wherever you are on your journey of growth, I want you to know that you are not alone. You can be in your 40s, 50s, in your late teens. I say late teens because I think that's when people get ready to become an adult, and this uncertainty, if you're uncertain, starts to become real. Are you going to college? What college are you going to? What are you going to do after you graduate from high school? What kind of career do you want? None of these things I really had figured out. Now that I'm 38, I have found myself, connecting to the person that's truly me. And, I write a lot to myself. And, I've always been drawn to the arts. I used to write poetry when I was young. I'm really into the drama aspect. And I cut a lot of those things out because they weren't cool. Or the people that I associated with at that point in time weren't into it, right? I do think it's super cool, by the way. And so I'm really hoping that my words, my spoken word instead of my written word, reaches you who need to hear it the most, so that wherever you are in your stage of transformation, you know that it's completely okay to doubt yourself, completely okay to have to change and kind of reorganize, reinvent, redesign your entire life from the ground up. Remember, keep the intention of love for yourself, love for others, as within, so without, right? As above, so below. And that really means what you harbor on the inside, the feelings about yourself, about what you're doing in your life, where you are in your life, all of that seeps out. That's like your energy that you're putting out there. And if it's negative stuff, that seeps out too, and you're gonna kind of attract more of that. Your intention is to love yourself, if your intention is to grow, if your intention is really to be the best you can be, and so that others around you can recognize that and treat you in a certain way, that energy will go out there. It's true. You get what you give, right? You sow what you reap. There are how many ever old sayings throughout the centuries that go on and on. But my point is, it all starts inside. Do the inner work, do the quiet work to get to know yourself, and let people be. Don't concern yourself with that, because who is for you will come into your life. The people that are for you will come into your life. And trust me, it's not about quantity, it is about quality. And those people continue to be like candles that share their light from one to another without ever burning out. And that is something to look forward to. So with love and light, thank you for sticking with me, and be well, my friend. And if you've subscribed, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so and join me on the journey of self-improvement, reinventing your life, and ongoing growth.